Hello, 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 hello. How's it going? Hold on, I need to stop something. Replay buffer's going. Chat working, who knows? Streamer bot magically uninstalled itself today. That's why I was a bit late, and then I decided I wanted to add some gradient. Over there, this. Here, so when chat sort of comes over it, it's kind of separated. Ooh, gradient. How's it going? Good day, thanks for waiting. That's why I was late, by the way. It's fannying about in Photoshop. The things should all work. Anyway. Headset feels weird. I downloaded the Class 90. We're running that bad boy. I've also was meant to send certain amounts of monies. What was? Apparently the 90 has been fixed. That it was broken. You know how much I'm paying attention. You know how much hard it is for me to sort of pay attention between games. So I try to sort of stay in the loop, but it doesn't always happen. Not gonna lie. I need to open YouTube. Okay. That is absolutely working. Nice. Are we good? We are grand. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Lovely. Absolute lovely jubbly. Oh, I'm getting TikToks. I'm getting TikToks. From the beloved. She's sending me TikToks. I'm not sure what to do with those. Okay. I need to share stream. Announcements. Do I put them in announcements? Yes. So, sorry I'm late, but live now. Come empty your wallet. Where else have I got to do this? I got to do it on the old Twitteroo. Twitteroo. Live on YouTube. Right. I got the Class 90 and we are talking Trent Valley. Images. Boom. I've done my social media bit, ladies and gentlemen. Mission complete. Oh, that's good water. I mean, thingy, it's not water. But did you watch it? Watch what? No, I didn't. I'm going to watch it now, but I have to watch it on my phone. Because I've got no system sounds right now. Hold on. Hold on, babe. Let me have a look. That was very good. That was very good. That was very good. That's so true. Yeah, yes. Yes, it is. Most definitely. Most definitely. How's work been today so far? Is it good? What? I'm gonna feed this. Why have you got? What? You look minging, cat. Hold on. Oh, you're mad? What's happening now? What's going on? Give him thanks. And she was like, yeah, some of you took over 50 calls. No, ma'am, I took 50 calls 3 days in a row, but not anyone else. And I should have been reckoned. Yes. God damn it. Stop worrying about what others think, right? And it's perfectly fine to praise the person that smashed that 3 days in a row. It's perfectly fine to call you out and say, it's not going to make, you know, it might actually lift other people. It might actually lift other people. No, I feel unappreciated. Yeah, because that's what it does. So in their efforts to treat everybody the same, they don't inadvertently do that, and they fail to actually reward those that have done some madness. How's my game taking ages to load? What's that about? It's not good. There's nothing wrong with a little appreciation. I tell thee. Somebody joined the server. Sup paste. Sup paste? Nobody welcomes Sup paste. Sup paste? There we are. So I'm shame eating Cheetos and watching horror movies, and I'm not doing anything extra. What horror movie are you watching? XA? A looping subway? You do like your looping subways. What is it with back rooms and subways and just very, very bland walls lately and things? It's crazy. Literally, I looked at that on Google quickly, and that's what it was. I had the game. It's good. Is it? I feel like I had something on my nose then, but I didn't. Do we have a 90 training module? Yeah. We do have a 90 training module. Right, must always do training first on these.
In this training module, you will be taken through the operation of this Class 90 locomotive. During this brief introduction, you will be covering the critical driving controls and freight operations. When you are ready, climb aboard to get started. Due to the Class 90 having AWS and DSD isolation controls located in the equipment bay, the AWS and TPWS isolation switches are positioned beneath the metal panel adjacent to the brake timing switches on the rear cab bulkhead. DSD isolation can be activated by selecting the ear defender symbol on the red equipment bay door. You need to insert the master key first, and then you can move the reverser forwards to set the headlights to let others around us know this train is operational. You will need to adjust the speed set to the speed you require. Turn the speed set to desired speed.
What's the desired speed?
The direct brake has 3 positions: apply, hold, and release. They are directly affecting the brake cylinder pressure shown on the left-hand side of the desk or on your HUD under the BC entry. While in the apply state, the brake cylinder or BC gauge will fill, meaning an increasing amount of braking force is being applied.
Okay.
Move the handle to the hold position to maintain the same level of braking force, and back to the release position to reduce or release braking force. The direct brake is used to apply the brakes only on your locomotive and is faster to apply and release than the main brakes. If you are only running as a light locomotive whilst shunting as you are now, it's usually quicker to just use these brakes. Now that the brake pipe control is at 5 bar, the brakes will fully release. Watch the brake cylinder or BC gauge to see it gradually reduce to 0, which tells you that the brakes are now fully released and you can move the train.
Oh, I've already moved the train.
As you apply power, notice the AMP bar rising. This is the amount of power being fed into the traction motors. Try to keep this out of the red, as it means you're overpowering the motors and could damage them. Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements.
Okay.
Built in Crew Works by BREL, the British Rail Class 90 is a 4-axle electric locomotive.
Well, this is interesting.
For freight operations, as well as former passenger operations in the UK. Built between 1985 to 1990, the order of 50 locomotives to replace the aging Class 85 and allowing Class 86s to be transferred to East Anglia. In the early 1990s, those locomotives numbered higher than 90-025 were renumbered to 90/1 and 90/2 for a number of years, but they all reverted back to 90/0 in the early 2000s. The Class 90 has earned the nickname Skoda throughout the years.
Too much coasting there. Too much coasting. Oh my god. I need to work out what this The
freight wagons are behind us. Change direction with the reverser, then change the junction indicated, either by walking over to it or using the map.
What's the map button again? Oops. Map button is 9. Did that work? Yeah.
The junction is correctly aligned, and you can now couple up to the freight. Approach slowly and stop just before the buffers. Don't forget to release the direct brake before you apply power.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the toolbox where, wait a minute, this is Train Sim World. Yeah, I'm giving the how you doing, Lexi? I'm giving the Class 90 a whirl. Giving the Class 90 a whirl. Sorry, I was concentrating then. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I need to find a shortcut for the brake. I can't do this. Too many buttons. Oh, so close.
You can couple and uncouple from either an external camera or
Ooh,
on
fancy. I'm doing good. Just waiting for my Preston crew to release.
Access the
ninth,
external
right?
camera.
Are you looking forward to it? Right, what did it say I'm doing now? I have no... Oh, I use those carriages. What am I doing? You can access the exterior by pressing 3 on the key. I know
Now
that.
couple the locomotive to the freight wagons.
I can't, because I can't see. Can I just get out? Can I just do it manually? Ooh, that was a bit...
Return to the first person.
Why are we going backwards? What the hell are you doing, Trent?
Nice work. Change direction with the reverser and move the train forward into the indicated siding.
Why did it do that? Yeah, all I need now is someone to make crew to Derby, then I can go. What I'm a bit disappointed about, why they didn't just smash out the all the way. What was that? What was that? Why did it, what ghost put the throttle on, Max? Why aren't we moving now? There we go. Because I got to think about the consoles. I could really do with learning the shortcuts of this game. I might have said I'm a captive in your Discord with love. It's Freightliner. Freightliner. Class 90. It's nice, isn't it? Nice looking. It's so quiet. Like the 90s and the 90s are so quiet. I want to know what ghost decided it was a good idea to put the throttle on full beans while I was coupling it. Also, I know you're lurking in Discord, Tyler. Any thoughts on depots or just Transport Fever stuff I've been doing, trying to get better, so I thought I'd ask a pro. Any thoughts on depots? What, making them? Have I gone past the... Like implementing them on network areas they're in, that all that fancy spiel. I need to, need to get more assets. If you want, so for like big depots, I generally use the... Hold on. Let me just park this and I'll tell you.
You can couple and uncouple from either an external camera or on foot.
I can't do it from the external
Uncouple
camera,
from
it's
the
broken.
wagons on foot this time.
I do anyway, because I'm cruel. Right, you know what? You're not going anywhere.
That concludes this training module.
Do you have a controller? Binds are very simple. Nah, I don't. I do not. If you want, make a route in a minute. Yeah. So the main mods, you want the freestyle train station mod. That's really good for depots because you can really get flexible with the sizes. And I use the no station thing as well for a lot of sidings work. So hello Seb, welcome back, dude. If you want to get trains off your main lines, if you want to get freight off the main line as quickly as possible, what I'll generally do is do a big sidings off the main line and then redirect the trains to the freight from there, to the terminals they need from there, just to make sure when you're making sidings that you do more rail sidings than there are lines or trains, because you don't want to get any blockages. You can do it in a clever way if you wanted to, where you can do sort of a turn back situation, so you can bottleneck your freight onto the sidings and then redirect it from there. It's really hard to explain though. I've done it a couple of times. I've got a video on the freestyle train station. It's the older version of it. It's the earlier version, but the principles are the same. So if you look at a lot of freight depots, there aren't actually that many freight platforms, but there's loads of sidings because they'll generally get the trains off your main lines as quickly as possible, queue them up on the sidings, and then get them onto the, unload the freight. Maybe 3 trains at a time, 4 trains max maybe. If you look at something like Durft, it's got maybe 4 platforms, but then it's got a huge amount of sidings to the left of it. You hit everyone. Thank you, Seb. I did. I have some problems there with the 90. There's a lot of switches, but we got through the training module in the end, dude. We did. What I was thinking of, what I might do is when I'll try. What I'll try and do is when I do some live streams. There's 1 or 2 options I have. I could either do like a members only hour or something in Discord and maybe get a few people in and sort of show you how I sort of do it and the reasons why. And also during my live streams, I'll also try and chapter stuff out for people. So when maybe when somebody asks me a question and I, need explaining or some sort of like direction with it and why I do it, maybe I'll do something like that. And what I do is the importance of and the reason why we have grade separation over just normal switches as well. I think grade separation is really important in railways. One thing I have learned. Am I going to get MS Paint out? Does Julian get... Do I get MS Paint out? Even though this is a Train Sim World bit of stream today. Okay. What's this? No, we need to make that stick up. It's the rubber. Julian's getting MS. Julian's gonna get MS Paint out, guys. How do I? Right, it's gonna be very rough. Hold on, I'm just trying to. I'll change this thing in a minute. I'm just trying to work out how I make my brush thicker. I haven't used MS Paint in ages. Yeah, of course it does, because you get less block. Okay. So let's say you've got your main line here. And then this isn't going to be big enough. Let's say you got your main line. you got your switch here. And then let's say, well, I'm going to make these smaller for diagram's sake. So just imagine they're bigger. So you can make these are your sidings, all right? Let's say we have 6, okay? Or let's just do loads, all right? Then we have a line here and maybe a line here. So the idea, what you want to do is have this go into here. So this is trains off and on, if you like, yeah? Let's connect that one to that one. Let's do that one to that one. Let's do something like that and like that. Maybe double slip there. Okay, in, and then we can have a switch here with transport fever 2 now. Obviously, you can do that. You can have 2 switches in like that. So you can have everything come in here. Everything has access to all of these. And then they also have access to both of these. Now, you can one-way these. So you can put a signal here. Or let's say here, actually. Ignore that. Cross. Signal here, so that's one way. And one way that way. Okay, you make this piece of line, these pieces of lines, as long as your siding. So the max length for your freight is going to be generally on the map. You make this line up, down as max. And then after that, you have your freight terminal of maybe 4 to 3 platforms. That way, you get everything off here. Now, what you can do is further to the right, is you can get a little bit more creative as well, because you could do another one here, and you can have like where Durft is the freight terminals here of 4, and everything parks here. Then a little bit further to the left, you have I think it's like Waitrose or Sainsbury's is to the left, and then it has another turn back further on down the right. Right, so everything stops here, then goes down there. Then you have the equivalent of this side, and then you have another turn back with about 4 one. I think it's 3 or 2 actually. Sort of areas down there where they can turn back. And what they do is also is what you'll find with Durft as well. Not much actually joins here. It might go back and join back here to come back this way. So you have minimal crossing. So you might have no switch here. You might just have on, and then back on is to the right down here. So you only have trains coming on to here rather than crossing here to spread the traffic a little bit as well. It's hard. I'd have to show it. It's a bit hard with paint. It's not big enough. It's not big enough. But you get the idea. That's wild. When I was because if I do this to you, you will say something like, "I'm not stupid. I can't." All right. Well, there you go. Oh my goodness, that makes so much sense. You're making me want to remake my car. If you really struggle, Lex, honestly, OpenRail, if you want examples or help, you can always use things like OpenRail. Have a look at something like Daventry International Freight Terminal, or the things, or some of the freight areas and the grade separation out as the London approach of the West Coast Main Line. So the approach towards London Euston. Have a look at that and see how it works. If you take some time to look at it, you can see actually, oh, it makes sense. It may look like Spaghetti Junction, but it does kind of make sense. There's a reason for some of the loops and some of the grade separation, and why all the sidings exist as well. It's just to keep things moving and keep things off main lines. And you can also use that to, like, I use those as baselines to make me understand it, which helps you then go, now I can make this crazy. Or you can go, right, I'm going to do like I've done on some of my builds. I've built like a Newcastle style area, and the other side, where it's normally just a bypass and not much going on, bit of industry, I've built massive freight terminal there because I can use that line and then take it, take liberties, and use, be creative with it. And that's what it's all about. Yeah. So Trent Valley Line next week, the 9th. I am excited. Very excited. I'm a little bit also apprehensive. I would have loved them to just go, okay, guys, there's going to be a schedule all the way from London Euston up to Crewe. It looks like, from my understanding, from my reading, that it's not going to be like that. It's going to be go to Milton Keynes Central, then load a new scenario for the rest of the way. I mean, no big deal. It's a quick loading screen, isn't it? Whatever. Apparently, they fixed some of the blurring as well. I didn't realize what the issue was with the blurring. I make a riff of Manchester Victoria. Piccadilly is also a good one. You can look at if you look at Piccadilly and the way the junctions are off that, and then the old freight terminal just south of it. I don't think it's used anymore. You've also got the freight terminal over near Old Trafford. which is, you know, the Freightliner terminal, which obviously Manchester United are desperately trying to buy off them, and they've gone £500 million, please, and they've gone. That's also, you know, an ongoing thing right now there, but they're quite good to look at. Hey, you should export your scenes and stuff so that while you are here for a month, you can stream. That's a good idea. I was thinking that the other day. Yes. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. Well, not disappointed, but I did find out, yeah, I didn't realize the blurring in this game really annoys me. And then I found out it's something to do with the game not allocating enough RAM to, it's about passing trains. So apparently they're trying to fix that. One Friday, I'm going to, you're going on a Luton Express train? Where from? On one Friday? Oh, you mean on Friday? Are you going to the airport for your holidays? United have a freight terminal near it. Yes, it's the big bit of land just behind it, because they've got the train station that's not operational right now. You used to be able to get a direct train from, or not direct, a football train from Manchester to Piccadilly to Old Trafford. If you, yeah, I'll show you. Old Trafford Football Ground, you have this line here that goes all the way around, wobble, 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 wibble, wabble, wobble, wibble, wabble, and ends up, that's Piccadilly, isn't it? Yeah, see, and it's that bypass here, so it goes down, through, round, 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 round. I've lost myself there. And there's Freightliner. So Man United want to buy this land. Hello, Abby. Welcome back. Yeah, Man United want to buy this land here, and Freightliner have gone, okay, that's £500 million, please. But that's pretty cool. So you've got your big sidings here, so you overflow. Same concept. There's more switches here, so that's an in and out, because it's a slightly sort of older setup, I guess. And here as well, this big, it's a big terminal. I'm assuming these are no longer used anymore. You got a wraparound line there, an old line. Oh wow, I can't implement something like that. Yeah. There used to be a lovely pub there. I think it was there. Was it down here? I can't remember now. I know that. I think it was there because it was for the. They got rid of it because they wanted to build the station. I think it was Sandplatz. It was a great pre-football pub. I need to change my headset battery. I used to have a fair few drinkies there, and then Stoke by Trent by car. I need a new headset. Anyway, yeah, there you go. I think there's some stuff south of Piccadilly as well, actually. Hold on. Yeah, so you got some nice cool junctions here. You got some depots, sort of rail depots here as well. That's always quite cool to get stuck into. And here. Pendos, yeah. Got Pendos parked up there, look. that Transpennine there? Something like that. You're welcome. That's what I always do for inspiration, is look at the real life stuff. It's cool. How is it? I mean, you know, check it out, man. Right, let's get into some train sim world. So, yeah, you know, I'm excited by a lot of it. I am looking forward to Trent Valley. You know, it's a decent, was it 110 miles, Trent Valley? The stretch, are they, when they saying that, are they saying 110 from Milton Keynes? Obviously, then up the up down fast bypass through to Rugby. I'm really looking forward to flying through Rugby and stopping at Rugby as well. I'm assuming that stretch of track's going to be good. Like saying, like obviously you can get to 125 on the Pendo is going to be great because it's going to give some great tilting corners on that stretch of track, which is going to be really cool, right? Are you looking forward to your holes, Seb? Are we getting? I think so. I think so. I think that's the plan. I think you'll see. You know, between those, you know, I'm assuming they want to do Durft as well, and I'm assuming they want to do Northampton and the Northampton Loop, and then you've got between like Rugby and Birmingham New Street, that connection. You've got so much because you're. It's a bit like when I building sort of like, you know, any UK inspired stuff or anything like. Not only that, you when you're heading, I understand why they did Birmingham to North first, because Birmingham to South, like the approach is incredible. You've got the approach that comes from obviously the West Coast Main Line. You've also got the approach that comes from Nuneaton and all that freight along that side as well, that freight terminal there. You've got the other line that comes in and wraps, and I don't even know what that line's called because I can't remember what's on my head. And then you've got Coventry and then Birmingham Airport or Birmingham International, whatever you want to call it these days, as well. So that's a lot of railway between Milton Keynes and Birmingham New Street, right? That's a lot of railway and a lot of added stuff, and I'm assuming that's what maybe they've done Trent Valley because it's rather than it being a massive stretch of track, which is great. It's in also something it's countryside based, so they can just build it out quite nicely. But yeah, so you know, I can see the thought process behind it. It should be cool though. Right, should we see what we've got? 90s wise schedule. What are we doing? Scenarios? You're on your way back. You're on your way to work when you get a phone call. Your shift could be turned upside down. You've been called out to save the day as another Class 9 freight train is broken down. Let's do that. Either way, lovely that we drive the entire way once Preston cruise drops. Yes, it's gonna be good. Be nice to go up to some of the terminal to terminal, like Manchester, maybe Liverpool. There's so much scope, like games like this. They got so much. They got forever content, right? Oh, it's raining. Right, what are we doing? Control. A train has failed just outside Tring Station. You are to work locomotive 1Z99 to assist the failed train and rescue it. Returning. This consists to Wembley. Okay, can I move? All aboard! Hold on, I need to tell me window wiper. Well, where are we going? Let's roll. What do we think of this one? A DB? Have you pressed the Manchester via Bolton with more like implemented? Yeah. Be nice though, right? I don't care. Just get some more routes in. Oh, I've got to slow down here. Oh no, we're allowed. We've been cleared. How do I? What's the one that set? It allowed me to set max speed again. It was a... Just give me more stuff north. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? A nice little bit of a mix-up. Now, the dude did tell me about a button. Oh, who knows? Who knows at this point? I wish it had the I wish it on here. I wish it, like, you know when it says train brake mouse one, I wish it gave you key shortcuts. It shows you can't drive to Heysham or Windermere. Windermere. This train is super responsive on the throttle. Like, nice responsive. I mean, there's all your stuff outside London. That goes under. That's Wilston Junction. I need to turn my wipers up a little bit more. Is Wembley Central? And on the left there is the London Euston to Watford line. It runs the Lioness line. It dips under that grade separation there. Let's bang some throttle on. gonna turn these wipers down. It's doing my head in. Is your third rail? Hello, hello. You've wasted your money on this garbage. It feels quite good. I quite like it. It had an update this morning, didn't it? Hey, got to try everything. Got to try everything. I had one issue so far. I was in the training and I coupled my train to the freight, and then when I coupled it, a ghost put the throttle on and I had to chase my train down the tracks. That was interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a highly interesting situation that the game put me in there. But other than that, it's been smooth sailing. The weather is horrendous. So basically, there's been a broken down freight train in Tring. We're going to rescue it and bring the freight back down to London. What was that? Was that a Pendo then? I think it was. First bit of traffic. What time is it? 7:35. I also wanted to take a look at the custom route making. That looks pretty good. Quite a long distance between stations here. Where's the button that unlocks the... Question of the day, what's everyone having for tea? I don't know yet. Absolutely have no idea. Now I'm trying to find, when I was in the tutorial, it was like a max speed button I could set the throttle to. That appears to have vanished before my eyes. So who knows at this point? What's that? That is not it. Interesting. I don't know where that button's gone. If you actually answered your messages, I could have saved you £15. Why? Well, even though this was less than £15? Just send me a message. Send me a message. Well, you haven't saved yet. I wanted to get it. God. Look, it looks beautiful. Look at him. He's all happy. Being his DB self. We're on the West Coast Main Line, heading towards Tring. We've just short been through Watford Junction, then gone through the tunnel after Watford Junction. On the left is the up-down fast, and we're on the up-down slow. Well, they patched it today, like I said. So I wanted to try it out. The only bug I've run into, I know I'm not sure if it's my fault or a bug, is a ghost nicked my train. They had a big patch this morning. So I thought, you know what? I've been meaning to try it. Been alright so far. It's very nice. It's very responsive. I'll give it that. Like, super responsive on the power and stuff. I realised my fake Manchester is on an island, huh? They just love it. Hey, mate, it's good. It's part of the challenge. It's part of the challenge. Part of the challenge. Transport Fever 2. Embrace the map weirdness. Make of it what you can. What makes it cool. Make the best of it. I must have put a goods hub on an island. Has he got? You can make a fancy bridge and then do it the other side. Take a screenshot above you. In Discord, we'll have a look. We'll make it a team effort. If they didn't produce subpar DLC, then it wouldn't need patching. Mate, welcome to PC gaming, bruh. At least they fix it. That's all I'll say. At least they acknowledge it. There are many companies out there who wouldn't even bother. Oh, look at that! Pendo's speeding past. Why can't I go that fast? Well out of order. That's what. Not enough space. You could just. you could just get the old manipulation tool out and fix that. Nobody will ever know, apart from your bank balance, but who cares about that? Get the diggers in. I was very surprised that they haven't put like an intercity passenger service on. Maybe they need to explain that a little bit sometimes. Like their reasons behind it. Who doesn't love taking 5 minutes to load? Go make a cup of tea. So Tycoon games, things like that, are always going to be slow. If you've got mods as well, you have to load all those in. Transport Fever 2 is notoriously slow for that. I'm hoping Transport Fever 3 would be better, but it's load order. It's loaded in everything as well in one go. Train Sim World doesn't do that, it loads in pieces. Basically loads what you have to see. Transport Fever probably just loads the whole damn thing all in one go. Your mods, lines. Yeah. When I went from my old machine to my new machine, I didn't even see a significant change in load time. A little bit, but not really that much in load time either. That's one thing I was hoping for, but no. But once I'm in it, obviously runs a million times. You don't think you'd be able to drive it over as a car route? No, that's why it's not worth it. It's not worth it is personal. And yeah, again, they need probably, you know, it'd be interesting to know the reasons. I think it'd put a lot of people's minds at ease if they gave their reasons for it. There's a car like his peak. Shame on Windermere. Shame no Windermere operation. Would have loved to. Oh, I need to stop. Oh no, I don't need to stop. Amazing. What liveries are on the 90? Because I didn't read it fully. I know the DB and the Freightliner. Is there an intercity livery on it? I'll have a look myself in a bit. Plus, Preston to Carlisle gives you a lot of options for expansion and barrow. Yeah, there'd be nice little like lines like that. It's all time and building. I need to find out what this shortcut is. I can't keep doing this. Proceed at restricted speed. Why can't I? I'm gonna wait for the light. The light is red. Wow. Ooh, 1070. I mean, so the first class A electric indifferent rider DB cargo UK, red DB cargo UK, blue BR, Freightliner, grey Freightliner. So no, like, was there a different version of the 90 that was the intercity livery though? Was it even 90? Can't remember. Thank you very much, by the way. Hi. Welcome. What heaven is Carlisle along the very west coast of Cumbria? Newcastle Carlisle. Oh, is it any Newcastle DLC for Train Sim World? Why am I sitting behind this red light for about 20 years? I'm gonna feed the cat while behind this red light. How many miles is Newcastle to Carlisle again? It may have just split in halves. Can't remember the longest route in game. Is it the new? I think the new West Coast main line is going to be the longest. What single route in it? Why are we still red? Let me Google. So my old machine. So the first I gotta say the first 70 odd UK inspired rail network videos were built on a Ryzen 5 1600X 1080 Ti. Loading times between that and going to a 7800X 3D 4080 Super. Obviously faster RAM because it's Zen 5, and more RAM and faster RAM obviously significantly. Were not, the loading times were not significantly better because it is, a lot of it is game side. And what mods you, and what mods, not only number of mods, what mods you have as well. With Transport Fever. And remember, I'm running full desktop PC, not laptop. So, GPU is going to be very different versus laptop versus desktop because of the airflow and the lack of throttling and heat throttling as well, which I won't have. Are we going to be stuck behind this red light forever? I'm going to get out. I'll go have a look. What is going on? Same procedure, restricting speed, but I'm really scared of actually going through this red light. Should we give it a whirl? See what happens? Okay. That'd be nice, yeah. I think they're trying to complete routes. I'm not sure. There's loads of... I mean, can you imagine in the C-Class 9 was going over TT layer is on Train Sim Community for it? Ah, okay. So it's on the community hub. I've not even explored the community hub. I'm going to be honest with you. Come here. I'm driving a train, Gizmo. I'm driving a train. You see, I'm busy. Hello, trains just ahead of you. Cleared to proceed. Oh, can you stop it? Oh yeah, so it is. I can see it. Relax, bud. I need to look at the community stuff. But is it because people share their routes as well that they make on there? Yeah. Do I need to... Do I need not to... Do I need to turn around? No? Not switching cabs? Just going for it? We go for it in reverse? What? Fair enough. Should I just change the cab? Yeah, I did, yeah. Got to turn the lights off. Never mind. Are we gonna move? What? Did I think I left... Did I? Or did I put it in neutral? Oh my god! I swear I turned it off. I turned it off, didn't I? I'll leave it neutral, do I? No, I have to turn it. I have to leave it off. I have to put it off. Turn the key out. I'm not allowed to move. I'm not allowed to move. I'm not saying no. Right, key in. forwards. Headlights are still set today. Get a bit of wiper on. I mean, I've had problems with all of them. Release. Just for you, Pete. DRA on. Max. Release. Can hear your brain. That's on. That's on. Should that be zeroed? Should that be zeroed? There we go. I think that was the problem. Maybe. Something's... He's trying to go. It's like something's stopping me. It's like a... Do I have to release the brake on... Release the brake on the train that we're towing. Release the master key. Damn instructions. Didn't tell me that. Big brain. I was looking at it, he was slipping like he was trying to pull something, but he couldn't because something was braked. Or over, like, you know, like a trailer or something. I had to turn the one I'm towing off, Pete. Come on, that deserves a lot of praise, that does. Did it all by myself. Hi, Ram, how you doing? The Piccadilly line decided to go to pot, so you're really late back home. That's okay. Had a school trip, nice. Come on now. So it's not broken. It needs destructions. So Dave back there didn't take his master key out, standing in the rain. Yeah? Didn't take his master key out. It sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Come on. Bring it in. Bring it in, guys. Boom. Dave the Rave, in my opinion. It could do with a little bit more, just a teeny bit. It's quite a whiny one, but it could do with it's like a silent whine. A silent whine, but it could do with a teeny weeny bit of grunt. Just a, you know. Effortlessly runs though. Once it does get going. On Discord for you, by the way. Someone said I got hit with ads. I did see it, yeah. I mean, Dave was too busy having a rave to take his master key out. Always take your master key out. Think of the next guy. Take your key out. Honesty, yeah, last night at TP livery and it's perfect. Not a bad shout, Lexi, not a bad shout. For some reason I can't load Discord even on my phone right now. I have no idea. I'm trying to put it on charge for a sec. Why did you take the master out of the key? Because I became the new master and Dave had to relinquish his masterousness. He would not give it up. They just made him, but TB had the best delivery across Britain, Scotland, close second. Cuba should have taken notes. Do you listen to drum and bass? Used to, yeah, a lot. To front. Yeah. So now you're the master. You're the key master of the master key. I'm the key master from Ghostbusters. Are you the key master? Or am I the gatekeeper? Luna's the gatekeeper. Just the key, no master. What? We're on the road again. No, I'm a Keyblade Master. What's a Keyblade Master? You're gonna call Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2, in my opinion, has some of the best movie music in it ever. You was in a club to see Mackie G. Do not remember. Is it a bit after me? I'm sort of the era of early Hype and Andy C and Nicky Black Market. I did Jungle Mania 3 2-in-1 tape packs. I've been slamming vinyl, the Sanctuary. More like 4/8. Yeah, I'm disappointed in you for asking that. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't remember. I'm just really bad. Or like on the 4/8 and when I was. When was Ghostbusters 1 and 2 released? I think that's before. Yes, it is. But it is. You must watch it. It will. So if you watched you've watched the two newer ones, right? And you know if you've watched those, you need to understand the other ones. Like the other because they lead on. Like. Peak Sigourney Weaver, huh? Bill Murray. Peak. 90s, 80s and 90s was banging. Watch them, they're good. Get yourself on them. I mean, peak Sigourney Weaver was probably Alien, you know, and Aliens. For me. Because I'm a big sci-fi nerd. And Alien and Aliens is just my fave. I was most disappointed with the news that Amazon did not like the route they were taking with the new Stargate series this morning, so they've canned it for now. So everybody got all excited, and 6 months down the line they've decided to can it. I'm not happy. I was very much looking forward to new Stargate. That's also a heavily recommended TV series to start with. You watch the movie first, then you roll on to SG-1. Then somewhere along the lines you start introducing Atlantis. All right, there you go. Where did you start? See, yeah. Yeah. Does horror stuff like the Backrooms movie ever interest you? Yes, because me and the wonderful, my better half, Luna Abyss, loves a bit of the Backrooms. We actually played a version of that last night, so we do need to watch it. I get dragged along to all the horror things. What were we playing last night? Backrooms Society or something? She just likes to see me heave at things that are a bit minging. Were we losing our minds in Backroom Society last night? I think. Because we just don't read instructions. Do we get too excited and just run off? Yes, I have. I've also been watched that. Yes. Yes. Of course. Ah, this is nice cruising run. No hands. Hands folded. I'm now speeding. Thanks, Rem. That teach me to go, oh look, no hands, wouldn't it? Why is my cab view so far forwards? Did you not notice the yellow dragon? No, I was reading chat. Mega win. Oh yeah, a lot of lost footage was made by director of Backroom's film. Very good watch. Need to watch it. AOT. Should I know that? Am I gonna get stick for not knowing that now? No, I've see Rem, that is the sad, unfortunate situation of concentrating on people asking me what I've watched. So, you know, you think this is bad, you wait for a flight simulator time. Now that's going to be bad. Buddy. Attack on Titan? No. Have not done Attack on Titan. I'm not. I find it very. She's tried anime with me. I find it quite hard to get into anime. Some of them I quite liked, but they're still cartoons. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's cartoons, isn't it? We fight. When I come back to UK, I start to listen to drum and bass, and it's like techno. I come here in 2011. 10 yen. Where are you from again, Seb? So I remember in the early noughties there was a lot of like very techno style dance in and around Europe, especially Germany, and Italy as well. More so Germany though. I have a list and I'm making watch. Poland. So I think I prefer sort of the noughties, late 90s era of drum and bass than I do now. There's too many breaks in drum and bass now. It's become almost this kind of hybrid of like what's it called? What's the other genre that got born out of like sits somewhere in between UK garage and drum and bass, and I can't remember what it's called now. And and the new drum and bass has got lots of elements of that into it. I've never seen ReZero, but it's been recommended to you. And that's the only thing it does made in, so like it's very broken and very, very electric like noises. Hold on, my mum's giving me a call. Can I pause this? Yes. Okay, 2 seconds, guys. Gizzy Gizmo. No. Mummy Mumzo. Right, where were we? Food shopping after stream. You dubstep, yes, that's it, yeah. It was incredibly good. Story is amazing as it's a straight from LN, so detail is amazing. Plus, we don't even know the whole story yet. It's still ongoing. Ooh. Gizmo, he's been a bit of a nightmare. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Just stock up on tissue, that's all I say. I can go one or two ways. Right, where am I at? Am I still good? Yeah. I think I really got to sort the bridgy clipping out. That really does my head in. It really ruins the immersion. That's not what I wanted. I wanted 9. It's a shame we're not going in and going in here. Speeding, Julian, speeding. Have you watched the classics, Julian? Like I have I? I don't know, ask Luna. Have I? Have I? Has anybody watched Bots Master? That's a classic. Cartoon Network. That's what I watched as a child. Legendary. Gizmo, stop. What? Comparing cartoons. I thought I'd just join in, something I know. Go watch it or do a homework report back or you're not going out. You have to tell Luna to do that for me, because I will not remember. Which is the one that we watched that has the voice of Thingy-my-bobby, whatchamacallit, Batman in it? Hope my new t-shirt arrives before 28. That's the day I'm moving. Has it been dispatched? That's not very nice to call me names, Pete. God. No clue. They send you. That's why they send you an email when it's been dispatched, no? You can build it again. Yeah, homework done. I'm sorry. She's probably on a call. She's probably on a call or frantically writing it down. How do you get level trains? I think it's something I liked when I was younger. Like, I always liked things. I sort of like vaguely, in the very first UK Spy Around That video, I kind of vaguely sort of, it comes from a like love of like when you're a child, you like lining things up and arranging things. And I like that in general. And trains just fascinate me the whole. Oh, poop. Let me... Yeah, even games like that, Planet Coaster I've played a lot of, Skyline, SimCity. I'm not doing this again. is it? A lot of my stuff's just user error. Well, let's roll. Let's get out of here. Let's pump it. More cover. Right, let's keep an eye on red lights. Let's pay attention. Let's get to the end. Come on. Let's do this together. We can do this. We got this. We can complete this mission. We must get this freight or somebody will not get their M&S sandwich. And that someone is not prepared to be me. Just playing SimCity now? Which one? The original? I still need to full-on try Planet Coaster 2. I was quite interested to see that they added all the customization that you can with Planet Coaster to the new Jurassic World. To all the assets and things. Oh, that Pendo go. There's so much to play, so little time. SimCity 3000. That was a good one. That was a banger. My next door neighbour used to have it as well on the PlayStation. Well, I had a PlayStation, the first one for a little while, and used to give me his memory card with the cheat on it for unlimited money. Good times. Right, so I'm off for my tea. Keep it real. Make sure you're... For that, Pete, you need to become a member before you go. Four, I didn't enjoy 4 that much. Wasn't for me. Wasn't there, didn't they? I also tried, they brought out societies, didn't they, as well? You what? Become a member. Down the bottom. Hit join. I'm going to start speeding again. Oh, 2013, I can't see. Some of them mold into 1 for me. Did it have anything good in it? Which one was the... 4 was the one that had the multiplayer, right? Society was a bit poo. I mean, that's why City Skylines. Get noted, you owe me 20 quid from land. No, no, that's, no, that, what? What? Oh, matey. See you later, dude. Take care. Have a good one. Enjoy your tea. 4 was where you can drive cars. Oh, maybe I didn't. 4 you could drive cars. Saying I can't remember. They all molded into 1. I know I was disappointed with sort of everything after 3000, really. Speed in! Speed in! $3,000 was the top one. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Oh, there, now it's working. Add a bit of brake, add a bit of brake. Keep it within the limits. Must also remember that 70-mile-an-hour speed limit that is coming up. The same happened to, like, the same thing happened to old Roller Coaster Tycoon, didn't it? Like, you know, like, no, that obviously left the door open for, you know, things like Planet Coaster and stuff. It just ruined it. Although I do think some of these, like, you know, some of the sort of developers, I do think they get caught up in, like, tailoring for the core audience that are extremely creative when it comes to it. Like, you know, want all the gubbins, want all the creativity, all the freedom to create what they want, and then, but making sure that a game is still, like, new audience safe and easy to jump on board. And I think that's what happens sometimes. Oh, done it again. I haven't got my instrument lights on. Very dark. There we go. £5 for 3,000. Woo! Bargain. Absolute bargain. Timeless game. We need to play some Banished again as well, by the way. Did start that. I was quite enjoying that day. Bit of Banished. Love revisiting the golden oldies. Right, that red light's coming up, isn't it, soon? Behave yourself, Julian. Concentrate and just flow in. Ow. Problem is with when I missed the red light last time is I see it early on, prepared myself, and then kind of got distracted and forgot. And it was a really easy red light to do. because we're basically coming off the junction just after Wembley Central. Eight miles out. Must be going uphill a little bit here. I love the fact that there's nothing on the up-down slow and everything's on the up-down fast. So I got no interaction on the up-down slow, not having to slow down for any trains, stopping at passenger services. We're just properly cruising through. It's literally peak time. Train games are the best because they involve a lot of things and imagination. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's why I love them. If I don't make this one now, guys. I'm going to blow through this. I am. I'm going to blow through it. I forget the weight on the back of the train. I'm a nightmare. I'm an absolute nightmare. Right, that's it. Not doing it again. We will finish that. We will finish it. Just not today. I gotta remember the weight of the train on the back. I must remember the weight of the train on the back. That's crazy. I'm crazy. I'm sorry. I failed you all. I'm better than that. Okay, guys. I'm going to call it there. I will see you guys on Friday. We're going to go back onto Transport Fever 2, I reckon. I'm going to pick a new station. We're going to pick a new area. I'm going to do something like that. You could do some train yard work. I will do. Not today though, dude. I'm gonna do some more freight routes. I need to get my head around the freight routes. I'm also going to spend some time and learn some shortcut keys as well. That'll make my life so much easier and concentrate so much easier. Which I am going to do. Other than that, yeah. And don't forget to check out the schematic range. We've brought out Milton Keynes Central. We've got a couple more coming. They're based on your community suggestions. Transport Forever. Transport Fever on Friday. Transport Fever on Friday. But I'll see you in Discord and etc. etc. We've got some new tunes next week. We've got some new videos next week. I've been trying to sort of change up my content strategy a little bit, so I've been reworking my calendar and stuff. Thank you very much for all the support though, and thank you for hanging out with me and chatting to me. It's been a blast. You're all absolutely incredible. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you all the support. It's been amazing. With regards to Twitch, I am awaiting on them receiving a very, very, very legal approach for my stuff. So we'll see what happens with that. But I can't say too much because I just don't want to sabotage it in any way. Thank you very much for all your support though, guys. I really appreciate it. For those of you that come over from Twitch, I really appreciate that as well. I shall catch you guys on the flip side. I'll see you in Discord. I'll see you in the comments. And I'll see you on Friday. Have an absolutely banging funny face. Have a lovely time. See you later. Bye. I need to press the button at the same time. See you later. Bye.